Morning everyone, welcome back to Anne Fairbank. It's Debbie here, and we definitely are into autumn, aren't we? Mornings are getting darker. I had my torch on this morning, walking the dog. Anyway, it seems to happen overnight. So I'm not complaining. You all know, if you've seen me before, how much I love autumn and all the autumn colours and all the autumn textures and knitwear and boots and lots of lovely layers to keep you cosy. So if you follow us, as I know a lot of you do diligently, you will have seen Night Train, which is the latest collection in from Marc Cain collection. We have featured it in a fashion show. Becky and I did a little thing to some on it last Saturday, you may have caught up with. But I wanted to feature a few more and talk in a bit more in depth about certain garments that are just phenomenal for all sorts of different reasons. If you're looking at me, which I know you do, no need to look at me, look at these ladies, but I am in current season Toronto. This is just what I'm wearing for work today. So we do have them in stock. If you need details, just pick up the phone or send us a text or whatever. Current season Toronto. Apologies to Marc Cain, but I wanted to keep all the sizes for these girls. So first of all, and by no means least, look at this lovely velour. This is a velour, like a soft velvety velour, printed jacket and trouser. So in effect, a trouser suit with the pheasant. I knew, I always say peasant. I mean pheasant. A bird, as in the bird, as you can see on there. The softest, more of a chenille, velvety, soft velvety. Very unstructured actually. This is a size 8 jacket, so they're quite oversized. Can you see? They're not particularly fitted. There's no, when I say there's no structure, they are lined with this lovely animal print lining, because of course Marc Cain always have to slot in a bit of animal print lining or feature somewhere. But it drapes very softly and is reminiscent to me of a gentleman's smoking jacket from days gone by. This has all been inspired, if you've watched us, as Becky said, all been inspired by a trip on the Orient Express. So you see the sumptuous and richness of texture and colour that you would get if you've been on a journey like that. And I know a lot of you have, because you come and get outfits for it. So you'll appreciate it even more. Now, I have done it in an underdressed way. I've dressed it down. You could put a silk cami, which we've got in the green and in the red with lace trim. You could do that with a heeled boot, heel shoe, and go out for the evening in a lovely evening suit. Or, as I've done here, just to show you a twist on it, which we like to do, underneath I've just put a little jumper. So she is in a little gold lurex, like a honeycomb effect, long sleeved jumper with the lovely little neck trim there. And a sneaker with gold trim on it. So you can really dress it down. You could wear it with a bit more grungy with a chunky woolen sweater as well if you wanted. Still got a few more pieces to come in this, by the way. But before I move on too quickly, the little jacket is just and the fabric on the trousers, wide leg there as you can see, elasticated on the waist. There is a zip and a button, but they're all elasticated at the back. So very easy on the fit, very easy on the leg. Same fabric, viscose and polyamide, wash at 30 degrees. The jacket is 449, the trouser is 269, and the little top, the jumper here, is 265. Beautiful. Deconstruct it if you want, wear it together full on with silk cami and heel if you like as well. So model number 2 is in this other fabulous piece, which is almost 3D. I have spoken about this jacket before. This is a faux fur, so a little fun fur jacket with all the relief on here. You have to stroke it, because you can feel the branches and the trees and the flowers in all these different shades of green, and the corals all coming through, all with this green pleather trim. And the sleeve goes right down over your hand, but if your arm's a little bit shorter, just turn your cuff back to reveal, obviously, your animal print lining and your little pleather neat cuff there. So it's beautifully made, very thoughtfully made. And actually, to wear that, put that on a cold, wet, dark morning in November, wouldn't that cheer you up and cheer anyone up who walked past you? So that little jacket on model number 2, if I just flip over the page, is 409. And obviously a faux fur, it's 100% polyester, it is fully washable. And underneath I've just put the second skin. This is the second skin souple, so with the polar neck here, but honestly you don't know you've got them on. It's just like wearing a pair of tights with a long sleeve. Those are invaluable in the winter. I'm a cold beast. I feel the cold. I wear layers all the time, and I certainly have a wardrobe full of basic suples, second skins in various colours. And that little second skin now is 129. So boiled wool skirt on the bottom. It looks quite short when it's on the hanger, but you'll have seen it on Becky if you watched us before. 2 little pockets here, lovely detail. It actually zips up the back. Some they in the past have just pulled on, and with that the waist tends to get a bit thicker because you're pulling it on over your hip and your bottom all the time. But there is a zip up into this at the back, and it's a good length. So on someone of Becky's height, 5'3", 5'4" even, it would come to your knee, but irrelevant in the winter actually what length it is, because you're going to do that with opaque tights. You're not going to wear that with bare legs and a sandal, which is what people have been coming in trying it on with. You'll wear it with your dark thick tights and an ankle boot, or a flat knee-high boot. So the little jacket 409, 129, and the little skirt 100% virgin wool. That is dry clean only, and I think possibly just about one of the few pieces in the collection that is dry clean only, 179. Beautiful red. It's a beautiful shade of red. It's a real fire brigade red, I think they call it. Okay, model number 3. Again, I've mixed her up a bit here, and I've clashed these prints, which they're very keen on doing. So you have the most gorgeous geometric print sweater here with lurex through it. There's a sheen off that, and certainly in the little arm piece that's attached, you can see the stretchy lurex. We have a dress in exactly the same fabric and print, and that, if Becky shows you, is just stitched on to the sleeve. If you don't want it, you can unstitch it and take it off, but it gives you a full length sleeve and looks as if you've got a supple underneath, or a t-shirt underneath. Gives you that layered look. So lovely and warm, that sweater. You've got all sorts of things going on in there. Alpaca, wool, a nice blend. So if you are itchy with wool, if you're a little bit sensitive, you probably get away with a second skin underneath, long sleeve polo neck, so it's not touching your skin at all. But if you are sensitive and can't wear things like this, I feel really sorry for you, because you miss out. They are absolutely beautiful. Look at all the colours in that print. And there's absolutely nothing wrong putting them with this jersey trouser, which has got the print of the other flower. We thought it looks a bit like a cross between lily of the valley and mistletoe. I mean, they make up their own prints and their own flowers and animals as they go, but it's a little bit, it's reminiscent to me of mistletoe for Christmas time, I think, and that's what it's all about, working through the autumn season towards Christmas. So the little sweater with the sleeve attached is 349, fully washable, and the trousers 13% elastane, tried and tested, so comfortable, very generous actually size-wise. You could probably go down a size in those this time. They are 209. And finally we end with the 2 dresses. There is a short dress version of that, as I say, and there's another brushed wool one. I've sold nearly all of those. But the 2 print midi maxi dress, depending on how tall you are featured here on my in-store models nicely for you. So the first one, I've had this on in previous life. You've got the tie neck here, and as I said when I showed it on myself, if you want to unbutton that, because it's all buttoned through with little loops at the back, can you see? You can unbutton and lose that if you don't like any frill or froth whatsoever, which a lot of people don't, myself included, and then you just have a straightforward V neck dress. It's a good length, it's a lovely shape, it's neat on the midriff, so it fits you on the midriff. You've got a combination of this lovely coral print with the floral activity going on here, a little bit of the snowdrop or the mistletoe there, and then it incorporates the green, the darker print. Very cleverly done. So what's done on the sleeve is matched on the dress. I mean, it's beautiful. It's fully washable as well, and it is 34% silk, and so 449 for that. Obviously you could winterize it, as we say, and you could have the red second skin underneath that, or a green second skin, or a black second skin, wear it with boots, dress it down, or just wear it as a nice dress if you want, with a heel, with a shoe to go out in the evening, whatever you wish. And then the Lily of the Valley Snowdrop, whatever we want to call her, print, mistletoe, in the green. Just very sort of signature dress shape for Marc Cain. So you've got your little ruching at the neck here, and the tie gives you the V shape. You don't have to tie that up tight. Again, you could put a second skin, introduce a second skin in there just to give you that layer if you want. A lot of people say to me, why do they do light fabrics for dresses in the winter? Well, they do because they're designed to go out wherever you want, but you can winterize them either with a Supool or with a heavy sweater, chunky sweater over, as we always show, or both. In my case, I'd wear both, or one of the chunky jackets, whatever. You can layer, and that's what all these different pieces will do for you. And again, you get a nice A-line shape on the skirt, a lot of fullness there, and a drape over there, so you get this extra fabric coming here, which gives it a little bit of extra frill and a little bit of softness. This one is 100% polyester, and that is $319. So a little bit less for this because obviously this one's got the silk. The scarf obviously incorporates the two prints. That is silk, it's a big scarf, fully washable, $179. So that is a little introduction into some of the pieces. It's a vast collection. It is flying. It is very popular. People walk into the room and say, wow, and stop in their tracks. So seriously, sizing again is a bit erratic. Best thing is come and see us, and we'll dress you happily in whatever bits you want and get you sorted for the season, ready for Christmas. Nice to see you.